everyone, welcome to Remote STEM class, and Mr. Dowd here. Happy Monday. Remember, we also have Wednesday off this week, which is great. Good old Veterans Day. So we're itching closer. It's gonna be a good week. I can feel it in my bones. All right, so we're gonna continue on with our Tinkercad avatar project. So let's just dive right into it. I think my new catchphrase is gonna be Tinker this. Alrighty, so I left off. I did the pupils and the eyes and the nose. So now I think it's time for the mouth. So he had a big, actually let's zoom in on that a little bit. So he had a big smile on his mouth. Well, yeah, like the Joker smile. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a scribble tool for this. So for those who don't know a scribble tool, it makes so you can do the curves a lot easier. So let's do a smile like that. Let's go. Alrighty, and I think I'm gonna have to do it in multiple parts because it's gonna go as one color at the moment. Alright, so it's gonna do one color, and then I'm gonna have to do the lines for, actually I can probably do lines, I'll color in the teeth afterwards, I think. That'll be my plan. I have to do the lines for the individual teeth. If I go back to my drawing, so there's a smile, a line for where the teeth are going to be, and those lines, these pearly white teeth. So I think at first I'm just going to do this to begin with. Let's press enter on that and done. Alright, so I'm going to obviously make that a lot smaller because his mouth will not be that big. Alright, now I got to rotate it. Remember, right click on if you're using a mouse to rotate, or you can click on the corners. Alrighty, so I want to rotate it this way so it's facing up. I'm going to need to bring it way up. Bring it way, way up. Alright, and I'm going to have to bring it to the side there. So one cool thing is if I want to move things quicker, I can hold down the shift button on my keyboard and press the arrows. So it moves a certain amount for me. I've got to go in and rotate it. Go to 90 degrees. Perfect. Let's bring that in a tiny bit. I think I'm going to make his mouth a little bigger. Alright, let's bring that down and a little bit over. Nope, that was too much in. Actually, if I make it thicker, I can do the in. Just make it. Okay, so that's a little bit of a crooked smile, but again, I'm not an artist. Alright, so let's go ahead and make his lips. So which color did I use for the skin? I used that color, so let's make it a little bit less tan. Just about like that. Guess we just do the same color. It's going to stick out a little bit, so I think that'll be fine. Alright, so now we gotta do his teeth. Actually, you know what I should have done when I did the drawing tool? I should have done a second one with his teeth right there while I was on the ground. But I guess I'll be doing that next class. Alright, guys? So far, just in the mouth today. Gotta do the teeth, and then the ears, and his goatee, and his hair. Alright, guys, have a great day. Happy Monday.
Hey guys, so I got a request from Caesar to cook steak, and I'm not a huge fan of steak in cooking it in the house. If I'm gonna have steak, I would cook it on the grill because I just like that flavor better. So I usually just go like this to get like the little grooves in it. And then I put some of this seasoning on it. I'm also not a huge fan of steak all the time, but my family does like it at times. So I'm gonna take it out to the grill. Hopefully I don't drop it. Okay. And it's a personal choice really how you like it. Some people like it red in the middle, other people like it well done. So that's why you gotta have to keep an eye on it. Now I only season one side. When I turn them, I will season the other side. Okay. I've already lit the grill. And again, you don't wanna be going and lighting fires in your backyard just to cook a steak. So I'm gonna put it on. It's really windy out here. I don't know if you can tell. So I put the steak on. I put it towards the back because the front has a lot of plants. And I'm going to put some seasoning on this side as well. Okay, so I put some seasoning on this side, as you can see. And now I'm gonna flip it over a little. Okay. Some people, like I said, like it really well done. Some people like it a little bit red in the middle. It's nowhere near done at this point. But this is how I would start it out. Again, maybe turning the flame down a little so it doesn't catch fire. If it does catch fire, I always throw water on it, even though my husband yells at me for doing that, but it doesn't wreck the taste. So I'm gonna let it cook here for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it over and keep cooking it. And then at some point, I'm going to cut down the middle and see if it's cooked all the way through or not. Show you the difference. Okay, they've been cooking about 10 minutes. They're still pretty red in the middle, but some people like them that way. That's like rare. I mean, it's called rare, not rare. But I'm gonna let them cook longer. I'm not really sure why. I'm gonna let them cook longer. Okay, so I took this piece of steak off and I cut it, and see how it's not red? So that means that's probably well done, maybe medium. Okay, some people like it red to the point where it's bleeding blood. All right, so I'm gonna shut these off. It's just kind of a personal preference. This one right here, see how it's a little more red in the middle? For somebody that likes it a little more red. Okay. So it's just personal preference, really. Steak's become very expensive lately because of the pandemic. Actually, all meat has. So it's not something that you can always have all the time. It's definitely gone up in price. People cook it in the summer a lot or on special occasions. But it does have a good source of iron and protein if you like red meat. If you don't like red meat, then you can find your iron from green vegetables. But in either case, this is what this piece of steak looks like. How it's red in the middle, medium rare. And then the other piece is more well done. All right, so that's pretty much it. I don't like to cook it in the house because I don't like the way it makes the house smell. And I also think it tastes better on the grill. But not everybody cooks on the grill because some people are afraid of it. But I'll even cook on the grill in the winter. I'll bundle up and I'll go out there and I'll put the grill on. All right, same with hamburgers. I don't like them on the stove. I like them on the grill. So you could just have this with a side salad and you're all set. All right, See you next time.
Hey, Gators. Welcome back to Language in Play. So, we're going to talk quick today about our PSAs. You are going to choose one of these three choices for your PSA. Option number 1 is a PSA on wearing a mask. Option number 2, washing your hands. Option number 3, social distancing. Okay? So you're going to make a 30-second to 60-second commercial based on one of those three topics. In your PSA, you need to have 3 parts. And we've examined 2 very famous PSAs, public service announcements, that involve these parts, right? You have to have a strong message. Remember the first one we looked at was, this is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Strong message, don't do drugs, it'll fry your brain. All right? Facts to support your message. Okay? Doing drugs has a pronounced effect on your brain. All right? It actually does damage. And third, a memorable visual or a catchphrase. Okay? The visual from this was the cracking of the egg into the frying pan. You could hear it sizzle. You could see it bubbling up, right? And now think about the impact on your brain with the drugs. All right? Or a catchphrase. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? I mean, 30 years later, I still remember that phrase. All right? Or another example is the hanker for a hunk of cheese. That's a great catchphrase, right? A hanker for a hunk of cheese. A hanker for a hunk of cheese. They said it like 10 times throughout that PSA. All right? A strong message. Cheese is a good, healthy snack. So remember, there is no such thing as a bad idea. Any idea you come up with brainstorming is great. And what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to go through all of those ideas and learn how to narrow them down and really focus our message on being able to come up with the best public service announcement possible. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Great job, Gators.
Hi guys, this is going to be a practice activity for our next art project. For the next art project, I'm going to ask you guys to draw an arrangement of metallic objects. So we're going to start today just by practicing with one. So you need to find a metallic object. Maybe in your kitchen you have a spoon, knife, fork. Any kind of a utensil is perfect for this. Just make sure it's mostly metallic. We're also going to be using a tool in art called a value scale. It starts with white and it gradually changes with all these different various grays and it ends up black. Okay, so we're going to use this tool and make sure that we're using a variety of values of this gray. You might have some white areas to show the reflected areas of light, some reflection of light on your metallic item, and then you're going to have some dark shadow areas that show just a darker area. Okay, so we'll keep this nearby. I have my metallic object. All you need for this is a white piece of paper and a pencil. You're going to make observations of your metallic object. I'm just going to keep it in that one spot, and I'm just going to start by looking at the shapes that I see, just like we did with the animal drawing projects. I'm looking at the oval that I see on that spoon. I'm just going to start with that, my oval. I'm looking at this handle area. It's thinner here and it gets wider at the bottom, and it's kind of like an oval at the end. So it's a little bit skinny here, comes out a little bit like an oval there. So you're just going to draw an outline of whatever your metallic object is. And then we're going to use that value scale and add some different grays and some white areas and black areas. I'm going to start by just creating a little shape where I see any of my white, my lightest value. So when I look at my spoon from my angle where I'm looking, I see the lightest areas here, the lightest value, here at the end, a little bit right there on the spoon, and a tiny bit right over there. So I'm going to draw little shapes just to indicate where my lightest values will be. Let me do that right now. So those are the areas I'm going to leave white. See a little bit here, something there, a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to go in and start adding some of my light grays. So I'm gradually changing my value. I'm going to start with some light gray and then get a little darker. So you can just watch me. I see a middle, kind of a middle value of gray. Here, I see a very dark value here. Gets a little lighter. So again, I'm trying to create the illusion of a metallic surface. And I'm using my value scale and creating some dark areas, darker values next to some lighter areas. And if I want to create the look of a reflecting light, I'm leaving that area white. And if you feel like you're making an area too dark that shouldn't be that dark, just erase. It's fine to erase it. That area is a little lighter, and then it gets dark right here. I'm just making observations. I keep on looking back at my metallic object as much as I can to really make sure that I'm creating a dark value where a dark value needs to go and a lighter value where the lighter value needs to go. And the white areas are going to look like reflected light on my metallic object. I'm just going to kind of darken that edge. Okay. Next time, we're going to use a lot more objects. Good luck.
Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy. All right, so today we're going to switch it up a little bit. Miss Yermin's going to take the lead in today's workout, and then I'm going to be doing more of the strength exercising today. So we're going to work our upper body. We're going to work our shoulders and our back, doing some push-ups and planks, and then we're going to work our abdominals, doing some scissors. And then we're also going to hold the pose. So give me a second, and I'll get out there and show you what to do. All right, guys, so for our abdominal workout, we're going to do both abdominals and our push-ups plank section with a 10-second interval for a total of 30 seconds. So you have two 30-second rounds of each. All right, and so for the abdominal work, we're going to do the scissors, okay? You're going to put your hands kind of underneath like your lower hips, all right? And you're going to raise your legs. The whole point is to try to keep your legs straight and as high or a little bit off the floor. The goal is to not come away up here. You won't really get as good of a lower abdominal workout as we'd like. All right? And then on the whistle, we're going to sit here and just hold it for 10, and then we'll do 10 seconds of scissors. Okay? So that's one. That's the abdominal. And then for the push-ups, we're going to do something similar. All right? I'm going to do a modified push-up. Because again, I know just from feedback, a lot of you guys, oh, miss, I still can't do a real push-up, or you can do one or two, but the goal is to do more than that. All right, and we're going to do controlled push-ups. If you want to pump them out and go as fast as you can, by all means, that's up to you. You do your own pace. All right, but we're going to do 10 seconds of regular modified push-ups. Okay, and then we're going to sit here and do a 10-second hold down in a plank, and then a 10-second hold up in a plank. All right, and so that will be your workout with me. All right, let's get ready, find some space. If you need some water or whatever, get it in your area, and let's get working, guys.
Welcome back, Gators. It's Monday, so let's get the weekend out of us. Okay, so today with me, we're going to do some cardio. Okay, it's going to be 2 minutes each set of constant movement. I'll show you the movements we're going to do, give you a second to get ready, then we'll get on with our sets. Okay, so we're going to start off with running in place, which is for 20 seconds. Okay, running in place is just a simple jog. Okay, after the 20-second mark, we're going to get into some jumping jacks. Okay, then we'll run in place again for 20 seconds. Then we'll get into some air squats. Then we'll run in place again for 20 seconds. We'll get into some side shuffles. Okay? Those are your movements. I'll give you a minute. Go get ready. When we get back, we're on with it.
Scissors. Hold. Scissors. Little plank hold. Push-ups. Hold in a plank. Hold. Scissors. Hold. Push-ups. Hold, low. Push-ups. Scissors. Hold. Scissors. Little plank hold. Push-ups. Hold in the up plank. Scissors. Hold. Push-ups. Hold, low. Push-ups. Scissors. Hold. Scissors. Little plank hold. Push-ups. Hold in an up plank. Scissors. Hold. Push-ups. Hold low. Push-ups.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.